Home, Chapter 37. A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose. Artwork provided by XAA. You can find a link to the artist's Tumblr in the description box. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the other 36 parts of this series by finding links to them in the description box. Don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment to support the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to put, comment sunbeams. Now then, please enjoy Chapter 37. Marinette Dupang Chang. Marinette couldn't help but smile to herself when she climbed into her room to see her boyfriend curled up, napping in a sunbeam. His hair looked so soft and fluffy in the light. Beside him was a bag with food, no doubt, but Marinette didn't want to open it, despite her hunger, for fear of waking him. Instead, she walked behind him and laid down, wrapping her arm over his side to rest her hand on his tummy as she pressed herself to his back. This was nice. Before she knew it, she'd matched his breathing. Oh, how easy it would be to simply fall asleep. She awoke when warmth peeled away from her, realizing it was Cat trying to separate himself without waking her. She felt him slip his arms under her legs and back and carry her to the chase, and couldn't help but smile. Perhaps that alerted him to the state of her consciousness, despite her closed eyes, but he only gave a gentle kiss to her forehead and pattered downstairs, as quiet as a kitten. Moonlight greeted her when she awoke again, slightly disoriented and realizing she was in for a long night. Tumbling downstairs, Marinette grabbed the food her boyfriend left her from the fridge and retreated to the couch, pulling out her phone and FaceTiming Adrian. Her parents weren't in the room, so it wasn't a scandalous act. "Hey," he answered. The screen showed him sitting at his piano, a piece of cheese hovering above his shoulder. Black must have won an argument again. "You should have woken me up," Marinette began, digging in the bag for her meal. "I could say the same to you." "But it looked so comfy." "Pot, meat, kettle." She laughed and scooped dressing onto her euro. "What's up?" "I wanted to talk to Ladybug about a few things." Marinette felt her ribcage tighten, her heart beating a pulse that nearly hurt. "Oh?" "Keep it cool. You're 17 now. You're a mature adult, ready for the world. We need to bring Hawkmoth to justice." "Oh. That's what we've been trying to do for years." "But we've never baited him." "Baited him?" Marinette didn't like where this was going. She could feel something was wrong in her gut. Like, with a Miraculous? It was risky, but a man like Hawkmoth was attracted to power. She didn't want to subjugate another Kwame to his terror, but likely a few of them would volunteer if she asked. "No, he'd smell the trap. Bait him with an identity." The meat in her mouth lost all flavor as she stared at her partner through the screen. "No, I'm not putting anyone at risk like that, much less their families." "My father would be fine. He's the king of protecting himself." Marinette didn't know how to respond, both at her boyfriend's suggestion to sacrifice himself and the underhanded dig at his flesh and blood. She couldn't imagine speaking about any of her family members that way, even if it were true. "No." "Hear me out." "No." "We're partners," he reminded her. "No." He puffed out his cheeks, going from charming model to equally charming catboy in a poof of a breath. "I'm already famous, Marinette." His His voice was softer than she could bear, weighing the truth on each word. Not only am I a better option, but my ring is far more seductive than the other options out there. Of course he had to be right in moments like these. I'm still against it. She didn't want to lose him. I can't do it without you. Marinette held her tongue for a moment, wondering if she wanted to accuse it out loud. But you'll try anyway, won't you? I didn't say that. No, but the idea will weigh on your mind as days turn to weeks and weeks turn to months, until another year or two passes without any luck. He didn't respond. He couldn't respond. They'd tried for years, but never something as radical as this plan. If we're going to do it, we have to do it right, Marinette continued, not looking at the screen. Hey, can I come over? I need to sleep before I start designing a course of action. No, Adrian ruffled his hair. I want to hold you. Marinette felt her heart glow. I'll be over soon. Adrian wore a look of surprise that melted into understanding. It was clear he hadn't considered her swinging by until now. How could he? He barely found out his girlfriend could transform into a super awesome superheroine, and apparently he decided to capture their nemesis instead of figuring out what that meant for their relationship moving forward. Silly cat. Wide awake, both from the news and her nap, Ladybug made her way to the Agreste Manor, ready to throw popcorn at her boyfriend as they watched TikTok compilations before tucking him in for bed. This was certainly a new dynamic for them indeed. Greeted first by night air, and then her loving partner, Ladybug made her way inside, happy to arrive. Hopefully nothing would disturb this beautiful night, but even if someone or something did, it would be all right. Ladybug had her partner by her side, after all. What could possibly get between them? Thank you so much for listening. Chapter 38 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out other videos on this channel for more Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. If you're still listening and want to support the channel, don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to comment, put a new dynamic. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!